One player that didn't take part in the squad today was Luke Graham. Luke is back with Kettering Town after an absence of a few years. He's also our Academy Supremo, along with Paul White, who was up there at half-time going through it. Luke, good performance by Kettering Town.
Yeah, I think we've proved again that we can rotate the squad around and get an emphatic result. And if you look at their team and our team, we had 5 that started Saturday, and I think they had a handful of players, and I think you can see the squad depth that we've got, and even lads coming off the bench. Some young lads there, Carl Templeton, who picks up from Leicester. Joe Massaro's on an education programme. Both acquitted themselves really well. So there's a nice depth to squad at the moment. And of course, Dan Goldman, as we'll hopefully get to call him, showed his pedigree tonight.
It'd be nice for you to see young Massaro get a few minutes there. He's one of your players, isn't he, really? And,
yeah. Like I said, we've been going at it now sort of 18 months since I've been here, and we're building things now, and we'll keep building year on year and get stronger and stronger, especially as hopefully get promoted this year. So, it's important that these young lads understand that even if it's a League Cup game, how we treat the game, everyone involved. If you look at the senior players like Azza, and how he conducts himself in a game like that, we haven't got anyone who thinks they're bigger than what the club is or the occasion, and we're getting that winning mentality in whatever competition we have this year.
How is it for you then, Luke? This is about your third time back at the club, isn't it? With Kettering Town, you've been away for a little while. You've seen changes at the club, obviously, from Rockingham Road to Latimer Park. You're heavily involved in the Future Lions and the academy side of it. Must be great times for you, really.
It is, yeah. I obviously live up the road now, so for me it's perfect time. And obviously, as a footballer, you want to test yourself at the highest level. That's how I've always been. But it got to a point where I'm 33 next year, and I've still got a lot to offer on the pitch. But I think it's a perfect sort of chemistry now for me. The right time. Enjoying taking the coaching sessions with the first team lads on a Tuesday and having a bit of input in a sort of player coach role, if you like, and sort of picking Marcus's brain. Try and have an impact that way as well. But obviously with the Future Lions, I fully believe in what we're doing. And Richie, I know people see him from afar and he's in China, he's all over the place, but I work with him closely on a day-to-day level, and I wouldn't be involved in it if I didn't believe in it, and I didn't think he was going to get it to where I'd like it to be. And I think hopefully in the next couple of years that will come to fruition, and we'll have a club established in the National League with a full-time academy setup that's outside Northampton Town, and bringing valuable income into the football club. And at the end of the day, the next level, if we can get there this year, there's some big clubs at that level, and there's a lot of travelling involved, a lot more expenditure, and we're going to need players coming through. We're going to need to, like your Ben Tozens that we picked up from Northampton, we're going to need them type of players in around that squad, and have that squad depth. And like I say, I believe in what Richie's doing, and so far so good on that front.
On Saturday, you were a part of the team that won 3-0 at Needham Market. It was a very good second half performance, and that must have been a great game to be involved in. 3 spectacular goals that we can see on Poppy's TV's websites. But keeps Kettering top of the league. Not had many home games in the league, just 4. There's going to come a point where we're going to get a glut of these games. How do you think the squad will handle that?
Well, the way I see it, we've still got Brights and Gastor to come back in the fold. So we've now got 14 senior players fit. Then you have, in my opinion, some young lads like Borgie, Toes, the keeper Lewis, still Jack O'Connor out on loan. But for me, we've still got Carl Templeton as well tonight. So there's also a lad Bradley, he was ill today. So we have really, on the face of it, we've probably got 18, and then a couple coming back. So I don't think that'll be an issue, personally. I think you look at the game since I've been here, we've been very solid defensively, which is a base which you want to build in. We've got 5 or 6 very good defenders, in my opinion, whoever plays. And I think now you're looking at Dan Holman along with Rhys Honus and Azza, and look at the quality we have up front. We already know we've got some good midfield players. I think the depth throughout is telling. And, I think if we have 1 or 2 injuries, like with Brights and Gastora, from what I've been told, Gastor probably was the most consistent player up until I come in. So I can't wait to see him play, because I've not really seen him play personally. So, and what he adds and the versatility he adds to the group, I know James Bryan was Player of the Year here a year or two ago, so they're two good players to come back in the mix. So yeah, I think we'll cope fine. Priorities, well, of course, it's the league, and of course the FA Trophy brings a lot more income than what the League Cup does. But ultimately, their games there to keep fit, and it doesn't matter if you look at the Needham Market performance and the St Neots performance. Very similar, where the first half probably weren't cohesive as a group, but with the players we have on the pitch, if we have that solid base and we keep organised, our quality will come through, our fitness levels will come through, and the depth of the squad and the players we're bringing on will come through and get you results. And I think in all the games I've seen so far, that's certainly been the case.
It is indeed, and we will hopefully continue that on Saturday at Stamford. Will be a hard fixture. We played them in pre-season, lost 1-0. I mean, it doesn't make a great deal pre-season, but should be a tough fixture at Stamford, the Zico Stadium.
Yeah, they've got a great setup. Obviously, they've yo-yoed a little bit, haven't they, in recent years? But you know, it's a big game for them. And at the end of the day, if you look at the Aldershot game where we're the underdogs, there's a spell there for 20 minutes where we're the better side at 1-0 and we score, and the game changes. So at the end of the day, it'll be exactly the same. We've got to go there solid, organised, whoever the gaffer picks, and break them down, get that first goal. And I believe in any game of football at the moment, with the defenders that we have, we get that first goal, we'll go and win a game of football.
That's great news to hear. Great to have you back, Luke. I'll see you tomorrow, I suppose, at KBA. Who have we got tomorrow?
Good question. No, we've got Grantham at home, so Paul will be taking that, and I'll be assisting Paul tomorrow. But hopefully we'll pick up another result.
Okay, Luke. Thank you. Thanks for your time, and I'll see you tomorrow.